So Huawei has decided it's time for another round in the smartwatch game with the Watch GT 6 Pro. And according to them, this thing isn't just a watch, it's practically a survival tool, a personal trainer, and maybe even a therapist on your wrist. But the big question is, how much better is it than last year's Watch GT 5 Pro? Let's dig in. First off, the price. Both watches launched at the exact same tag of £329.99. Huawei clearly didn't want to mess with the numbers, but here's the catch. Since the GT 5 Pro is now last year's toy, you'll probably find it cheaper with discounts floating around. So unless you really need the latest and greatest, your wallet might prefer the older one. The battery life is where Huawei is flexing hard. The GT 6 Pro claims up to 21 days on a single charge. That's 3 whole weeks without touching the charger. Meanwhile, the GT 5 Pro promised 14 days, but most people actually got about half of that. So if the new watch really delivers on this, you could almost forget what your charging cable even looks like. Then there's the screen. The GT 6 Pro has a slightly bigger display and gets a massive boost in brightness, from 1200 nits to 3000 nits. Translation: this thing could probably guide you home at night if you get lost. The GT 5 Pro was fine indoors, but the new one is basically screaming, "Look at me," even in direct sunlight. Design-wise, the GT 6 Pro also gets some polish. We're talking sapphire glass on the front and a ceramic back, so it's built to take a beating. Sure, the GT 5 Pro was already durable, but Huawei clearly wants you to feel like you're wearing a luxury accessory instead of just a fitness gadget. Now for the sporty folks, Huawei added cycling virtual power. Fancy name, but really it just means the watch calculates your cycling performance with more accuracy. It uses all sorts of simulations and wind resistance models, so you know exactly how slow you are compared to the guy breezing past you on his carbon frame road bike. And of course there's an upgrade to GPS. Both watches use Huawei's Sunflower system. Yes, it's really called that, but the GT 6 Pro claims more accuracy, whether you're in a busy city or off in the middle of nowhere. Less signal dropouts, more reliable tracking. When it comes to health tracking, Huawei added something new, HRV metrics. That means the watch can analyze not just your heart rate, but also stress levels, workout recovery, and even emotional patterns. Basically, it'll know when you're exhausted, anxious, or just binging Netflix way too late at night. Whether you want your watch judging your lifestyle, that's another story. So what's the verdict? If you want longer battery life, a brighter and tougher screen, more accurate GPS, and some shiny new health features, then the GT 6 Pro is definitely a step up. But if you already own the GT 5 Pro, it's not like your watch suddenly became useless overnight. You could easily hold on to it until prices for the 6 Pro start dipping. At the end of the day, Huawei basically took the GT 5 Pro, pumped it full of upgrades, and said, here's the supercharged version. Whether that's worth your cash depends on how badly you want those extra perks.